Hello. Good afternoon on this Tuesday, the very first day of March. If you are joining me, definitely say hi. I'm going to give everyone a minute to jump on. Today we are playing with the Rings 2.0, which is one of the new release items. Hey, Marcia. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to scoot this up a little bit, I think, so everyone can see. Yeah, it's crazy. It's already the 1st of March. It's crazy because, so spring break for kids in school is usually in March. And hey, Shannon and Sharon and Lori. So that means like spring's coming, right? And usually as soon as spring break hits, like summer is here before you know it and the school year is over. I just find that time goes so quickly when you have kids in school. The school years fly by and it's just crazy. It's crazy to me that it's already March. But in some ways I'm super excited that it's March because I know that here in Idaho at least, March usually brings warmer weather. So I am excited about that. Hey, Mary and Julie. All right, so we are going to jump in. I just wanted to get a few announcements off the bat. Today, like I said, is March 1st, so it is the first day of National Craft Month. That's so fun. That we are going to spend this month creating and crafting in all the different various ways that entails, right? Crafting is making anything with your hands, creating with your hands, and that's a very healthy and fulfilling thing to do, is to see the start to finish of a project, right? Whatever it is, woodworking, sewing, needlepoint, all those kinds of things. And of course, our love is scrapbooking. Or paper crafting in general, actually. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. So definitely you should have received an email about all the great things that are happening this month to take advantage of National Craft Month. So definitely check your email if you haven't seen it yet. The new release is also available for all community members. So check those out as well if you haven't hopped in the shop to see the new items. There's some really great new things coming. So definitely check those out, and they are available to everyone now. But one of the new release products that we are going to play with today is Rings 2.0. And so I'm going to do a little bit of explaining the background on this product. This set includes 6 pieces. Okay, so here, actually, I'm going to slide this over. I'll get that other piece in here once we start playing with it. So you've got 6 pieces, and originally our ring set started with the 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we thought about what our ideal ring set looked like. What we felt like if we could, in a perfect world, if we could design a ring set, what would it be? And Shiloh especially wanted larger rings. And so we played around with the idea. We tried different sizes, and we fell in love with them as well. So that is why we decided, well, I'll tell you why. We decided to upgrade them instead of just producing the 2. So when manufacturing, you pay for the amount of material you use. So the cost to do this one ring would be the same, or very, very close to the same, as if we did all 6. Okay, so same as if we wanted to manufacture just the 2, it would cost the same as if when we manufacture the 4. So rather than having our customers purchase this set for $15 and then also purchase this set for $16, we decided that in a perfect world, we wanted this setup to be our ring set, because we felt like this is the best sizes to get the most design options, right? And that's what we want for you guys, to have the most design options available to you to spark that inspiration and design possibilities. So that's why we upgraded the current ring set instead of creating two separate ones. You know, it's just logistically makes more sense. So new customers that come in that have never purchased the ring set ever, this is going to be the version that they get. They're introduced to rings and the possibilities of rings with the very best version. If you're a current customer that already has rings, you already know the awesomeness. Awesomeness, is that a word, guys? How awesome the rings are and all the awesome things you can do with them. They are a staple. I love the rings. They're one of my go-tos for all themes, all occasions. They're really fun. But by adding the two larger rings, you now expand the possibilities with even more. And as a bonus, you even get more design possibilities by adding another set of the smaller rings. So what we really want you guys to see is the great design possibilities that you can achieve with these two larger rings. And then everything else is just a bonus on top of that. So, all right, we are going to dive in. Hopefully that all makes sense to you guys as to why, what we were thinking. We weren't off our rocker, I promise. It just makes more sense for us, for you as the customer, and really expands the whole vision of rings. So, starting off, I want to kind of play off the two larger rings because they're the newbies on the block, right? The larger rings. So this one, the largest is a 10.2 in diameter. So it will fill up a lot of your page. The next one down is 8.5 inches. So they're really great. Actually, I'm going to show you this layout. I think I made this layout as a sample a long time ago, but I didn't remember that I made it until just this morning. I saw it sitting on a table I have in my room, and I made it when we were just, I think when these came as a sample and before they were completely manufactured. And so I wanted to play with them a little bit, but I couldn't post it because they weren't released yet. So you guys are the first, this is a first look at this layout. I haven't shared it anywhere. But you'll see that this is just a quick one pager. I pulled out lots of different sizes of rings just to kind of play with them. And I played with it as a mat. This one is actually the number 5 of the 6. And you'll see, I didn't cut it into a ring. I cut it into a full circle. But because they're larger shapes, they are perfect for like matting a picture on top of. So before, these smaller ones are really great for tucking behind. A lot of times we would tuck them behind here I'll show you, like tuck them behind a border, right? But they were too small to really, here's a 4x6. If you put a 4x6 on it, you could kind of tuck it a little bit, but if you wanted to use the full picture, it would hide a lot of the ring, right? So that's what's great about these larger rings, that you have this larger space to kind of frame your pictures around or create clusters on. So that's what I did here. I just cut it, used it as a full matted circle, and then laid my picture on top and built up around it. And then I threw in this is number 4. I kind of laid it over the top, and number 1, and this title I cut out of number 2. So it's really fun to create this whimsical look with just the rings themselves. You really don't need anything else. I did add a few element pieces on there, and then the little burst from Tiny Charmed in a little cluster, but other than that, really simple, but gives this really unique, playful look as well. So that is what is one of the things that's really great about these sets. And you'll notice, let's see, let me pull out some other photo options here. So on the larger one, you could do the same. You could even, it's large enough, you could do a cluster of pictures on there, which would be so cute. And, all right, Terry, how do you cut the inside of the circle? This is asked often, and we do have some videos online. You could probably search it on YouTube or probably also in the blog. There is here, wasn't planning on it. Let me find a piece of paper real quick and I'll show you. Okay, so to cut the inside of a circle, it's really simple. It depends on, oh, now I need to find a pencil. It depends on the design the design of your layout. So I will show you both ways. Okay, it's really, really simple. So if you were gonna cut this out into a ring, and if you already know this, definitely stay with me. I've got some other things to show you. So then you're gonna just cut it out real quick. I always get flustered cutting on the camera. I can cut pretty good, but then I try and rush it on the camera and it comes out really, really sloppy. But I want to show this to you because it's really simple. Okay, so if you were, like I was showing you, if you were going to tuck it, okay, if you wanted it to kind of poke up behind a border, or if you were going to tuck it, here I have some other shapes here. If you were going to tuck it behind a flower, if there's going to be a portion of your ring that is not seen, what you're going to do is you're just going to cut in to the circle and then you're going to cut around. Okay? Very simple like that. And usually, for the most part, you're going to have some spot that is covered up, whether by photos or by other accessories or other things. So then, you know, you're going to just cover that connection point with whatever you're going to hide it behind. If you are not cutting, well, this one's a little trickier to show you, but I don't want to waste any more paper. So I'm gonna just, if you are not, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, say, oh, actually, what is, I'm not thinking, that's the wrong one. Okay, this is number 2. So if I wanted to cut out this one into a ring, okay, I'm gonna trace it and I'm gonna just poke it in to the middle with my scissors. And then I always cut like, kind of like in a spiral, because it allows the paper to give more. And then I just cut around on that line, just like if I was cutting the outside. When you cut around in a spiral like that, it really helps to allow your scissors to give and move more in that opening. So, and then I could glue it on my page if I wanted the full circle like that. So hopefully that makes sense. But rings are super easy. Do not think that they are hard to cut. They are super easy in that way. Okay, so larger rings. You can either use as a mat to put your pictures on. You could, another fun thing is that you can, since they're larger, and you can do this with the smaller ones as well, depending on which one, but they're so fun to put a border through it. You are welcome, Terry. So if you wanted, you know, a certain look, if you wanted your ring to come out on the top and the bottom, put your border right through it. Over one side, under the other. They're really great. You have so much more showing to add that emphasis on your layout. I'm just showing, oh, well, I'll get there. And then if you wanted, you could even build up, you know, around where they meet even. And you could have that border kind of poking out there. I have these random things sitting here because I wanted to show you guys some other stuff. But, or you could build up clusters, you know, at the top of your border, and, you know, so many fun options. Another thing I thought would be fun. Here, let's try it. I haven't tried it yet. I had it visualized in my head, so we'll see. So you could, using the different sizes, let's see. Kind of need my pictures here to show how this would go. Let's get a border. We're going to use a border down here. Pretend like that's not showing, because I would probably cut that off. But you could kind of, let's see, Paisley 2A, 2B. They're going to line up this way. And you could kind of, I thought, what would that look like to kind of loop them across your page like that? I mean, you could raise one up. Sorry guys, everything's sliding. You could slide one up. I don't know, you could have like lots of circles, and then you could tuck your pictures in, you know, like that, and have your rings. Let's see. Have your rings coming up behind. I don't know. Just a thought. Maybe you guys want to play with that. But, like, maybe if you had, like, I don't know, just fun, playful outside summer pictures could be fun. I don't know. Just a thought. Beth Cooper, you give it a try. Post something. Show me how it... Maybe I'll play with it too, and we'll have some different versions. I don't know. I was just thinking it could be fun to use all of them. I don't know. Maybe you have bubble pictures or something that... I guess that's not the one that's next. This one would be next, right? And then... if you have kangaroo pictures, right? And the kangaroo's jumping down the thing. I don't know. Just a thought. All right. So I'm sure you guys have seen Laurel Crescents is one of our other new items in the shop. And that is one of the things that we really wanted to partner up these two larger rings with. So they are designed specifically for... so there's two larger ones, right? Laurel Crescents 3 and 4 are designed to fit around the outer edge of the larger crest or ring. Okay, so you have this leafy one, or you have this arrow one, geometric, whatever you want to call it, that you can, you know, put along there. You can switch it to either side. You can do top, bottom, whatever you want to do. And then we have these two smaller ones that fit on rings 5. So other kinds of leafy ones. So I had this thought that I wanted. I went in and grabbed the woodland creatures. Carrie had some woodland creatures that she had made and had up in her office. So, excuse me. Rather than play with the templates and have them moving all over, I wanted to see what it would look like if you took like a little woodland creature and tucked him in on these larger rings. You know, maybe the bird. Tucked him into the leaves of the crescent. And then you could add some other little, what if you put a little flower down there? Wouldn't that be so cute with the woodland creatures? Maybe a fall look with some other leaves or like pumpkins, or actually, let me see. I pulled out some options here that I wanted to play with. What if you got like Toadstool, the September 2021 Kiwi Club kit, and you matched up Toadstool, or maybe on the larger one. These are all, I'm just spitballing here, guys. So hopefully I'm inspiring you in some way. But you could have the leaf coming up on the top. Okay, and then down at the bottom, I mean, so a lot of times we'll cluster right where the, you know, main focus is. But if you have that as an accent up the top, and then down at the bottom, like you use Toadstool and did some other little, you know, the mushrooms, put the little hedgehog up there. Oh, guys, this is a good idea. I'm gonna try this. And then it like really creates a framework for your pictures, but you have that, like just with those just those two sets, right? You have this kind of cohesive outdoorsy feel, but you can also switch it up with other looks. Like if I put, I'm gonna just leave my pictures in here for a second so I don't have to keep swapping them out. We're gonna play with just this look for a minute, guys, okay? Okay, so if you tucked those pictures in like that, we'll just stay with this look for a minute. There's plenty of other styles, but we're gonna play here for a sec. And if you did like the arrow one, right? And what if you pulled on the hot air balloon from the January 2022 Kiwi Club kit? It's gonna have a whole different feel, right? Now imagine that in color, I mean, because you can see through it, right, with the cutouts, but how fun would that be? And I was playing with this earlier. I mean, you probably wouldn't do these together because it would be busy. Well, let's just take it off, okay? We'll take off the laurel crescent and just focus on the ring for a second. What if you put the hot air balloon down here and you pulled out this banner? These rings are so large that like the larger pieces that we have fit on them so cute. You could put this citrus banner across the larger ring. Look at how cute that would be. Like if you had a birthday or, you know, use the hot air balloon on an event, whatever. Look at how cute that would be fit across that large ring. Or, I haven't played with this one in a while, the large ampersand. How cute is that? You could even put that with, you know, try the, I mean, a whole different look, right? Very, you know, unique, playful, different things to do there. So, the rings, the larger rings, guys, you definitely want them. They are so fun in so many ways. And what I was telling you before is if you already have the other rings, and I mean, you want the set alone just for the, oh, Beth, the ampersand is one of your favorite. I know, I just was, you know, pulling out different things that I wanted to kind of maybe get an idea on them with the rings today. And I was like, oh, I should play with this more often. It's so fun. So I'm gonna, maybe I will make something with that this week. But, okay, so the larger rings are awesome on their own, but you add in the bonus of having multiples. Actually, what I need to do, actually, hold on, guys. I'm gonna get the other ring set. So because these are a design tool to begin with, to have multiples of the other rings is awesome because it helps you in the visualization process, right? So let's go back to our border. We're going to put a border here. Maybe we'll turn our other border upright over here. Okay. We're gonna, let's see. Where did my pictures go? There we go. We're gonna tuck a 4x6 in here, tuck a 4x5, and maybe we'll throw a 3x4 in here. Okay. You have that large pop of color right behind your pictures that you can play off of. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit more movement, say you use rings, actually, I wonder, what if, I'm really playing. Normally, guys, I have this all planned before I get on a live, but today I am playing with y'all. So what if you played off the rings look quite a bit and you put a happy trail? Just wanted to create lots of movement, right? So you had like the rings 2 and then the rings 1. Now, a lot of times when using rings, you want to carry the rings over, right? So over on this page, let's see, what do we got room for? We might do 4x5. Okay, we'll try this. Oh, we've got, let's see. Hopefully I'm not missing any comments. If I do, I'll go back and look through and answer any questions you guys have. Okay, so we probably will want to bring rings back over on this side. I'm gonna put my trail here. Oh, that's the wrong trail. I guess you don't have to do it that way, but okay, so we've got 2B on that side, so we'll add 2A over here. So I don't really have lots of room to add another big ring, but what I could do is, now I have 2 sets of number 2, right? And 2 sets of number 1. I could bring those over and add, I could just like duplicate that, right? On this other side, that kind of look. But if I only had the 1, I wouldn't be able to do that. But now it expands, you know, before you'd have to like think, okay, well, okay, I'll tell you guys a trick I used to do, okay? If I didn't have duplicates of a certain template that I needed, but I knew I was going to use it on the other side, I would take a picture of my one side, then I would take those templates off, move them to the other side, and take another picture, and then I would be able to remember what I was going to do. But now it opens up the design possibilities because you have multiples and you can see it and move them around. Say, maybe I don't like that there. Maybe I want to tuck it, you know, behind these other pictures. Up here or down here. I don't know, guys. I probably wouldn't do that, but who knows? Maybe you wanted to, right? Maybe you kind of wanted to tuck that picture in like that. Maybe you wanted to lay that over the top and tuck that picture in that way, you know? But it allows you to move around and really visualize. So that's just an added bonus. The really great thing is the larger rings, but that's just an added bonus to then have multiples for that design process to really expand the possibilities. So, all in a nutshell, guys, these larger rings are awesome. Can go with so many different sets and borders and everything. Like, they're a staple in the Kiwi Lane family of templates, of designer templates. You definitely, oh, this is another thing I wanted to try, guys, while I've got you. I'm sorry, it's probably getting long. If you want to leave me, you can go ahead, but I wanted to see. So I thought this would be fun with, it's kind of a mixture, okay? So like a school, so we have this apple and then the pencil. So if I was doing like school pictures, I really think this arrow is fun for just, you know, just lots of different things. But I thought this could be cute. Like if you put the apple with the pencil down here with the arrow coming up, could be such a fun like school feel. Anyway, lots of ideas. My mind is going crazy now. I probably should just stop. So, all right. So if you guys haven't really checked out the 2.0, hopefully that gives you a really close-up look at the Rings 2.0, kind of the history behind it, the whys, whats, and hows of it. It's a really great set that you're definitely not going to want to miss out on getting, because the options are endless, like I was saying. We didn't even play with these, the smaller ring too much, but yeah, they work hand in hand. You could even, anyway, I'll let you guys go. The possibilities are endless though. So definitely if you haven't got it yet, definitely go get it. And we want to see what you create with the Rings 2.0. Share in the community. Hashtag create with Kiwi Lane. We want to see them all. We've been so inspired by you guys over the Kiwi Lane Olympics and all the things that you've created and all the ideas that you have sparked for us. We've just loved it. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys have the rest of your day, rest of your March. Enjoy National Craft Month and get out there and create with your hands and express yourself through your creations. So thanks again for joining me. We'll see you guys later. Bye.